Hey there guys, this is Texas Beer Reviews and this is Treehouse Julius. Alright, so this is Treehouse's flagship beer. Their IPA comes in at 6.8% alcohol by volume. This guy was canned on March 5th. The 5th food group. March 2nd. The 5th food group. Getting my numbers mixed up. So, beer is made out of grain. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, they got the big description. I'm sure most people, when they are familiar with Treehouse, are familiar with Julius. I've had this beer quite a few times, but it's been a long time. I'm very excited to have it again. Treehouse always has descriptions about their beers on their website when they have them for release, or on the back of the cans, some of the cans. But they don't really talk about the recipes as much. Trillium talks about what hops they use, what grain they use, things like that. Treehouse really doesn't. So, no idea what hops are in it. Speculating Citra. I think I've heard quite a bit of speculation of Citra. However, not really sure. So, let's get into it. Alright, so. Bit of an aggressive pour, of course. Pours out a huge, fluffy white head. It's got this kind of deep, murky, kind of a orange, almost brown type color to it. Julius has always been one of the darker Treehouse beers out of all the IPAs, at least that I've noticed. But yeah, looks like Julius. So let's check out the aroma on this guy. Tons of bright citrus. Definitely tons of bright citrus. Getting little hints of that bubble gum. Very grassy, some pine notes to it. And the citrus is very bright. There's a hint of a grapefruit in there, but this is lots of navel orange, tangerine. It has those big citrus notes like something like a Mosaic hop beer would have. However, it doesn't have that kind of dank resinous quality to it that Mosaic hops give off. Anyway, it smells fantastic. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh man. Mouthfeel is spot on, as always. A lot of the same as the aroma. Lots of citrus, navel orange. Less grapefruit here. You know, some tangerine. And this really light, pillowy type malt character to it. It's a bit, I wouldn't say it's a darker malt. It's definitely not like a caramel malt or something like that, but it's more of this kind of oaty, you know, whole malty flavor. And I wouldn't say malty in any sense. It's definitely forward of the hops. But the malt that you get is a bit more of a kind of an oat type character to it. But the hops are definitely the star of the show. Let me say that. A bit grassy, just a little bit piney. Bit of that bubblegum yeast again. There is really no bitterness to this beer, to be honest. Now the tropical fruit's coming out a bit more. Getting some hints of mango, some papaya. I've got haze over here, and I had in this review a few days ago. Compared to that, this is definitely bigger on the citrus. It's softer, not as much bitterness to it. Oh, there's really no bitterness to it. Less, kind of a less of a grassy note to it as well. More citrus forward, less tropical forward. Wow. Yeah, mango's starting to show quite a bit more here now as this is warming up. Still big citrus, but that mango's coming out. It's very orange juice like in a certain sense. If it was more of a drier, of course, no acidity, a bit more, you know, there's obviously a grassy hop characteristic too, so it's not going to be quite like orange juice, but there's a lot of similarities to it. If you know, ever heard orange juice being compared to Julius, it is pretty close in a certain sense. But yeah, this is fantastic. I love Julius. You know, and and I said in the last review with Haze that was my favorite, and God, it's so hard to tell. Honestly, there's subtle nuances, pretty much about each one. You know, like I had mentioned between these two, I have got to try green again here soon, and see how I feel about that one again as well. But Julius is spot on, and it's just as good as Haze in my opinion, just in a different way. This is more citrus, more orange, more mango. While Haze is more papaya, more grass, more of a bit of I guess exotic tropical fruits. You know, things like guava and stuff like that. Yeah, this is fantastic. My rating is an easy 4.75. Really hard to improve upon this, honestly. I haven't had King Julius, so I'm assuming that might be one way. I've had the triple or dry hopped, I think it was, Julius. That was definitely it. But anyway, as for their flagship beer, this is amazing. One of the best treehouse beers out there, of course, as always. Yeah, so you can have it. Check it out. It's fantastic stuff. So, you know, this is like the perfect example, too, of the New England style IPA. So that'll be it for Julius. Keep on watching. We've got some other cool treehouse beers coming up, maybe some other things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, cheers, and I will catch you guys later.